If you've been following this channel, you'll know I'm very into picking stocks that are going to fill your pockets with money. But I've lately seen a lot of hype around SHLL or Tortoise Acquisition Group, so I decided to take a look into it. And oh my coconut water, am I glad that I did that. Why? Because this has piqued my interest. The stock has literally tripled in value since their IPO on June 18th. But this information is still very relevant because the company is under $1 billion and there is still a 10x opportunity if things go ideally for the company. HYLIION is a Texas-based battery-powered heavy-duty truck company founded in 2015. It's another EV player that will compete in the market with the likes of Tesla and Nikola. So perhaps I can answer the question, is it too late to buy the stock? As you probably know, Tortoise Acquisition Corp will merge with HYLIION similar to VTQI and Nikola. If you want to invest in HYLIION, you actually have to invest in ticker symbol SHLL. I'll just call it Shell, but don't get confused with like the oil company Shell, which is complete opposite of what this company is doing. And this company, Tortoise Acquisition Corp, is gonna merge, and that will complete in about Q3. Then we will see the ticker symbol change to HYLN. This video is an entire day's research, and it's basically a cheat sheet for you guys on my channel. So what do the financials look like? Should you buy? And could this be your opportunity to find another 10x investment? All of that and more coming up right now. What's going on, everybody? My name's Henry. Welcome back to my channel. If you want to learn from a dude that worked on Wall Street and Goldman Sachs about the stock market and investing, you're at the right channel. Make sure you subscribe for weekly finance videos that will load your pockets with money. Plus, we like to have fun here, so join the fam. But I promise, from here on out, we're going to get to the facts and details of SHLL. So you're gonna want to watch to the end of this video. Tortoise Acquisition Corp is a SPAC. It's a special purpose acquisition company, and all that really means is they are an acquirer of other companies like HYLIION, and they said that over the last 15 months since their IPO, Tortoise has evaluated more than 200 companies to see, what companies meet their high standards as an acquisitions target. To me, that's massively promising because it says that HYLIION was chosen out of 200 plus companies and caught the attention of Tortoise Acquisition Group. That means there is something unique about this company, which is what got me curious in discovering all the things that Tortoise might have seen in this company that I haven't honestly heard about until I did the research myself. If you look at the fundamentals of the stock, there really isn't much. The PE is whack, completely whack, and not in a good way, because when you don't really earn much as a company and the market does see a future opportunity, then the PE is bound to be really high, just like it is with Virgin Galactic. If you guys want an expert opinion, then make sure to check out my Virgin Galactic videos when the credits roll at the end of this video. So what did Tortoise see in HYLIION over the other companies? HYLIION is a company that is striving to make the trucking industry more green, but they don't just make the whole truck. In fact, they are well diversified into a range of different products that relate to the trucking industry. They've got a HYLIION truck to be produced in 2021, HYLIION powertrains, and HYLIION batteries. One of the things that I like about HYLIION, much better than Nikola, is they actually have proprietary information and are developing things on their own. Okay, Nikola claims to be a leader in the trucking industry, but they outsource a lot of their company functions. So the focus HYLIION has on their core business is already a strong positive sign for investors and for myself. I'm going to keep the financials short because they're mostly projections, but I do want to say that after this merger, they'll actually be free of debt, have hundreds of millions of dollars in cash, and they'll expect to turn a profit as early as next year and 2021. But I do want to say that after this merger, they'll actually be free of debt, have hundreds of millions of dollars in cash, and they'll expect to turn a profit as early as next year and 2022. And honestly, after digging into the company and doing research, I think they could see some profit in 2021, and that could be reasonable because all these EV companies are grinding in high gear to seize the EV opportunity, which is exploding and will completely change the transportation industry. So zero debt, hundreds of millions of dollars of cash, and profitability in the near horizon are the positive signs for the stock. Moving on to management, let's get in more detail on SHLL and make sure our money is going to be invested wisely and not in a pipe dream. If you guys watch any of my Tesla videos, you will know that the secret that I've used to pick stocks for massive discounts is closely paying attention to their management. A CEO can't just look good, he's got to be good. And for that, I want to take a closer look at the CEO of Tortoise Acquisition Corp, Vince Cabbage, to see if he is the real deal and he can make me some cabbage. Okay, moving over to analyzing their website and their business, I'm going to analyze their website and point out what I primarily am excited about. HYLIION has a machine learning component to it, which is a very advanced way of boosting fuel and emission savings for drivers. Here's a picture of their system components that makes it possible. And yet another theme that my degree from Drexel was actually in data analytics, and HYLIION maximizes fuel efficiency by an algorithm that precisely deploys captured energy when needed to optimize the diesel engine. Guys, let me just give you some perspective here. Data is exploding in value and is the reason that most expensive companies in the world like Facebook, Google, and Amazon are so valuable and they're producing so much money is because of the data component. Just like the dot-com boom of the early 2000s, when every company that had a .com included in it eventually ended up doubling or tripling in value, I believe that a company that properly executes a data-driven strategy, whether it's machine learning or artificial intelligence or other data-driven strategies, will prosper and do really well, just like in the dot-com era. This should get you guys hyped because computers are way better than humans when it comes to logical data decisions. Make sure you always do your own due diligence, but I do believe that HYLIION is working on very innovative technologies and will have some share of the future trucking industry. Their battery packs are custom and built in-house, which makes me think they will definitely have a lot of control over their performance. In trucking, the more weight you can tow translates into more revenue per payload, and the payload is just the freight that you're trucking. In this case, if HYLIION develops the capabilities to tow double the weight, they could be a no-brainer option for drivers and companies. So the two most important things I am watching about this stock is their powertrain and battery technology. However, there is one more thing I want to discuss, which I think is really important, especially since trucks are used for business purposes. Majority of smart business owners look at ROI, or return on investment. They want to make sure that the time or money that they are spending is going to good use and is going to provide them a good return for their sacrifices. This gets me onto the topic of the cost of ownership. Hypertruck ERX is a truck HYLIION is developing, and it will have the lowest 7-year total cost of ownership, unmatched by any diesel or battery electric Class 8 truck. Basically, they're doing this by using electricity charging while the truck is driving. Here's how it works. The RNG fuels the generator, which charges the batteries and goes into the electric motor. Finally, that powers the rear axles and also provides regenerative braking. With a 0 to 60 in 20 seconds on a full load, I'd say I am pretty impressed here. And I know this is a lot of information in one video, but trust me, you're going to want to listen to this part because I give you my opinion and the moves I'm making with this stock. So smash that like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more videos of me talking about the latest insights you should know about to become a more informed investor. Now, normally I wouldn't even want to do research on these type of stocks because I just see them as overhyped, speculative, and just overall way too risky for my liking. However, after looking into this one, I do like it more than Nikola stock, but much less than Tesla. This stock is way cheaper than Tesla, both in market cap and price per share. If you're going to invest in this, you need to go in with a mindset that the money you put in might never get back to you because a stock like this is nearly as risky as it gets, honestly. Which is the perfect time for me to educate you guys on the most important lesson of investing: risk management. Now, unfortunately, college professors didn't do the best job at teaching this in my undergraduate degree. It was a lot of theory and I had to learn the hard way. But at least you guys don't have to do that because I give away all my insights for free, and supporting my Patreon is optional. Here is what you need to know about risk management. You want to spread your risk around and not have it be too concentrated in one thing. For example, if you play blackjack, the odds are 51% towards the house and 49% for you. Meaning, if you make $100,000 worth of bets in $1 bills, then I will guarantee that you'll lose about $1,000. But if a drunk guy bets his whole life savings in Vegas, he's likely to still lose, but I do bet you that the casinos are definitely wearing like 10 diapers during that whole event because they're so scared of the potential that that guy might win. It could potentially really cause the casino to lose a lot of money, or potentially even go bankrupt if that individual is rich enough and that one occasion happens, kind of like a black swan event. This concept is called the law of large numbers and is exactly how casinos operate and make money. By having many players make small bets, they have guaranteed returns as long as there's enough bets and as there's enough time. By having many small bets in your favor, the casino profits regardless if a single person wins or not. This is how you could use the concept to protect yourself in the stock market. Basically, by buying companies that you research and believe in, while also spreading your money into many opportunities that are likely to grow, then you're putting yourself in an advantageous position. If you had a house in every country, even if the United States collapses, your other properties are likely to go up in value because people need a place to live. Okay, risk management rant over. What I'm trying to say is this stock is likely to fall to zero next week, just as it's likely to have a 10x your money. And you have to be okay with that, because otherwise your best bet is just to invest in more stable blue chip companies. If you're more daring than I am, then by all means invest at your own discretion. But that's just my mindset. With that being said, I did invest in this company a very small portion of my portfolio at an average cost basis of $28.57 on Monday morning. So is it overvalued? The thing is, only time will tell. You have to make your own decision when it comes to that. I personally think Nikola is way too suspicious and is likely a scam. So this stock is a step above and might deserve a small portion of your gambling capital if you want to have a very risky position that is a more of a long-term play. But again, it's not financial advice, and I only invested in a couple shares, which is less than the weekly dividends I receive, so the small amount of a stake that I have doesn't really affect my portfolio in any way. Mainly, I just want to follow the stock on my watch list and it just piqued my interest. Mainly, I just want to follow this stock on my watch list and just peek at it to see what is happening out of interest for electric cars and the industry as a whole. And I think they deserve it way more than Nikola. So you guys know what the deal is. You smash the like button, and I'll see you guys in a few days for another weekly finance video. Invest safe.